Yo guys, it's Clement, and today I'm very happy to present to you the official and complete guide to region guessing the Eastern US by using car meters. So the Eastern US is a notoriously difficult region to region guess, as you'll often find yourself, in a forest, or in the plains or the Midwest, in some random fields, and you don't really have stuff immediately around you to region guess. So you can easily be thousands and thousands of kilometers off. In those cases, this document intends to help you solve those rounds by using the car coder of the Google car. So I made a complete document that you have the link to in the description, as well as a JSON that you can use and practice maps. So if we go into the practice map, this is gonna be all of the locations that are in the JSON. So here's the JSON that you can download yourself to to click around the clusters and see what they look like. So you have striped car, black car, for example, blue car. So what does these tags mean? So black car, obviously you look at the front of the car, you're gonna see that this is black. If you go into here, North Dakota, a bit harder to see. This is like slightly black. This is a bit hard to see though. Here you can tell it's black to the front. It's not like no car. This is black. Again, for example, if we go into striped is gonna be in white, blue, white. So yeah, usually pretty straightforward. Striped and black car, the easiest ones. Some other ones can, randomly have different kind of colors. Here we have blue car. Blue car, it can appear as more light blue, sometimes blue car. And then you have no car, which you gotta pay attention to. No car is a pretty useless car. I mean, it's the only one that really is useless. All the other cars are useful. So here you don't see any car. So you have to pay attention to this car. And like sometimes with the shadow, you could think this is black car, but no, it is no car. And yeah, here no car. Not very useful, but all the other cars are going to be useful, and also included the month, which can help you like season guess. And yeah, so I focused on the Eastern US, but I did include a link to Knowledge Stock, which focuses on the Western US. It is a different style of gameplay that you're gonna have with the West, that you can also use the mountains and line stuff up, etc., because there's not that much coverage. In the East, there is just like a shit ton of coverage. Like as you can see, it's just like, yeah, it's extremely dense. You don't get anything as dense as this anywhere else in the world. So you just kind of have to know some of the clusters in order to help you narrow down the region. So yeah, let's get into the practice maps so that I can show you how this is gonna be played. Next step will be I will be making videos as well for specific cars, the striped car, the black car, probably also the dark blue car, which are the most useful ones, which are gonna be there to help you. Maybe also blue car. So here we have a blue car. We do have a license plate next to us, which, to be honest, I'm not really sure what it is. If you know your license plates, this can be very useful here, but sometimes I struggle a bit. I thought this could look like Ohio. So what are we gonna do? Blue car isn't my favorite car. Like there's still a lot of coverage, so it's kind of hard to know. But like you look at blue here, then you see where the clusters of blue coverage are. Now there's a lot of random like individual panels. I'd say that usually you shouldn't really focus on those. You should focus where like there really is a significant cluster. And yeah. So here I kind of thought this would be Ohio. I'm not really sure if this is an Ohio plate. I just thought it kind of looked like Ohio. What else could it be? Wisconsin plate, maybe? I could see it being Wisconsin. If you see, we do have a little bit of coverage there, but it's not that much. I think I'll end up going Ohio. And yeah, it was just Ohio. I kind of went in the middle of the cluster here. And yeah, that brings you a very good guess. Obviously, in an actual competitive game, you'll have to know all this stuff by heart, which is quite a bit of practice, but maybe not know it by heart, but you know, get a feel of where within states the clusters are. But blue car is kind of a more difficult cluster. I wouldn't begin with this one. Striped car is way easier. It is a very nice car to begin with, because you know, you have only one cluster really in the plains. You have like a couple here in the northern Midwest, a couple in the south, and only really Vermont within the northeast. So, but yeah, I'll have a video come out about this car. Here we have something very specific that I'm very happy to get here in order to show you the strength of this. Now, where would you go on this round? I mean, yeah, I don't know, it looks like northern Midwest, I guess, with northern trees, you know, you get your birches here. Probably go Wisconsin or something. But since you know my document, first of all, you see that blue car is Wisconsin or Minnesota, it's not gonna be North Dakota. But then have something very cool here, which is blurry coverage, and that's gonna be Minnesota here within the north. It's actually only really there. I haven't seen any significant other blurry coverage cluster. So I'd say we can just send Minnesota. To confirm, we don't have paired rumble strips, which you would often have in Wisconsin or North Dakota. So can just send, and yeah, got another very good guess there. Here we have black car, 2023, and it looks like the Midwest. Black car is another pretty nice car. You have in the Midwest, you really have the Indiana cluster, which is immensely dense compared to anything else in the Midwest. So you're likely just gonna go there on a round like this that looks like the Midwest. I could see it being Ohio, but yeah, there's a front plate, so maybe you lean more Ohio then with the front plates. I can't really tell what the colors are, but yeah, I'll try Ohio then. And it's Kentucky. That's a bit unlucky because the road looked like straight north-south, but this is gonna happen sometimes, obviously. You won't be able to get them all correctly. But yeah, you do have a small cluster here in Kentucky. I just went by the odds there. Here we have a no car. But this one might be useful because it's in the plains. You don't have that much no car in the plains. You have it here. So I think we should be around here, either Kansas or Nebraska. So let's just send. And it's middle Kansas. Kind of overcommitted a bit. Yeah, it was closer to Wichita. And then we have another no car here in the south. Not really gonna be too useful here, I think, the no car. So have a wooden house. Yeah, not really much you can do on a round like this, to be honest. We do have wide lines, which tend to be more like Mississippi, Arkansas. So I'll try Mississippi, and it's northwestern Arkansas. So yeah, some rounds obviously are still gonna be difficult, like the no car rounds, but as you can see, I mean, here we got a very close guess because of the car, as well as on this one. And on so many occasions, the car color is gonna be very useful to narrow down the region guess. So now, something you have to pay attention to is that this is 2023. So when you get into a round, if you imagine that you are playing the normal US map, like not this one, you'll have to check that the copyright is 2023 in order to use what I'll be showing in this session and in the document. So you just check that Google, like that it says 2023 before Google, and not 2024 or 2025 or something older. Here I think this looks like Maine. I mean, very northern trees, and I can't tell. It looks like black car. You go here again. You check where the black car is. It's very common in southern Maine, so that kind of confirms that feeling, and you just go for it. And it's New York. That is a bit tough, but I mean, yeah, as I said, this is gonna happen sometimes. So you have like western New York or southern Maine, and yeah, I mean, this is not a New York guardrail, and there's like no infrastructure whatsoever, so I'm not really sure what can be done on a run like this, to be honest. So here we have a southern round. Interesting that we have a single yellow line here, it seems, in the middle. And yep, if we go, maybe this would be light blue, then we end southern Georgia. It looks kind of lightish. And yep, pretty nice. The light blue car isn't really the most useful car, but it can be useful within the south, I suppose. We have an interesting highway round. Not really sure what to do here now. The highways, it's gonna be less consistent, the meters, of course. I do think this is a Texas plate. And you have a lot of blue car in Texas, so it's not very surprising. I think I go Houston here, the flatness. It's McAllen, that makes sense with the road angle. I thought the road was pretty huge, but yeah. And here we have another Texas round. I'm pretty sure the light blue car, grainy pavement. And yeah, it's kind of hard to region guess. I don't know if this is like coastal vibes or more northern. Okay, it was kind of coastal. And here we have it looks like I'm not sure it's a Wisconsin sticker, to be fair. Could see it. Yeah, this is one, I think, the warning sticker. Very useful one to know. And yeah, I mean, it looks like light blue car, but it looks very northern, so I think we should be this cluster, or maybe it is just blue car, but I think we should be around here, right? You can just go for it. It looks very, like, kind of hilly. And yeah, I should have just clicked the road there, to be fair. That was quite an insane guess. So, I mean, one mistake here that cost me like a 20k game. But yeah, it really is good to know your clusters, and this document gives an insight on every single cluster and a practice map. So we're going to be practicing striped car in the next video, and then black car. And yeah, it gives a gentle description about every single cluster and how you can get them every time. There's stuff about architecture, there's stuff about vegetation, about the season, about the landscape. And yeah, for example, some spring coverage. Yeah, one video will make a video as well about black car, which is a pretty good car to know, and one about dark blue car. And okay, so the blue car I did include in bonus clusters, but realistically I should have made a section for blue car because it is a very useful car still. So yeah, hope you will enjoy this guide, both the document and the next videos that I'll be making. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. And hopefully see you very soon in the striped car video. So yeah, thanks for watching.